Does anyone want to be forced?
Bruh, what? Whoa. I ain't gonna lie. This right here is honestly gay. I'm not gonna lie. It's something gay about this. It's a lot of. You got how many dudes was that?
Never see tears from a gang.
College frats are weird, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of believe this. Even when I was in college, bruh, I never, took a liking or interest to college frats. It never interested me. But videos by Tozy, man, let's see what's popping.
This Iowa fraternity is now being exposed again because this body cam footage just recently went viral from 2024, and it has the entire internet going, what is going on here?
Does anyone want to be forced?
Bruh, what? Whoa. I ain't gonna lie, this right here is honestly gay. I'm not gonna lie. It's something gay about this. It's a lot of. You got how many dudes was that?
The entire internet going, what is going on here?
Bruh, look at how many niggas are in here, bruh. Well, they're not niggas, but look at how many dudes are in this room right here, bruh. It's like 20, 30 dudes in one room with their shirt off. I ain't gonna lie, this is y'all got some explaining to do for sure.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
I'm saying, bro. What? And look, bro. Another thing about frats, they always gave off cult type of energy. That's why I never was interested into them. Cause like I would hear about some shit and it's just like, yeah, that sounds like a cult. I'm good.
Ridiculous. But these frat guys, I guess they just seem completely unfazed by this. Like both in the police body cam footage and also 4 days later on Instagram. Okay, so the comments on this post seem to have been limited, except they're clearly showing off how much they don't care by posting about the brotherhood online. I guess realistically, why would they care? Because they are supposed to be suspended by the school up until 2029. But
damn.
I guess they're still listed as an active chapter.
Damn, that's 3 years.
On his website. So, I don't know. That does beg the question, are there consequences for this? But I guess also technically, I don't think any laws were broken because everyone there was there at their own will. It's just incredibly bizarre because I feel like we've seen hazing on TV and all this, but like seeing it in the form of police body cam footage.
Bro, I can only imagine what the officer was thinking when he walked in there and just seen all those dudes shirtless in one room. I can only imagine. Like, I wonder what the call was that he got. I really wonder what was the call.
So much weirder.
This stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here.
This nigga has a blindfold on. What is on their shirt? What is on his shirt? Oh nah, this is insane.
Who's in charge?
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, this just looks like something out of a horror game. Like, you walk into a basement and you see this? Hello? Also,
This is
just the way
insane.
the frat guys who are supposed to be in charge are acting towards the police and the firefighters throughout all of this is also just, like, very weird. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, who's in charge?
What's your major?
He ain't trying to say
What's your name?
nothing.
What? Sure, what's your name is?
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
What?
Don't talk.
Once I do that.
Bruh, what do you mean why? What do you mean why? If you the one that orchestrated all this, he needs your first, your last name, and he wants to know why. What do you mean? He wants to know why y'all all up in this room right now. You got niggas blindfolded.
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
Talking about why. Bruh, this nigga gives. I don't have nothing to say. I really don't.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
You think your ID is fake? How do you think your ID is fake? Yeah, he needs to. This guy. We gotta take care of this guy. You need to take care of this guy.
Thanks, sir.
What?
The firefighters are literally responding to a tripped fire alarm. And then these two idiots are trying
Okay.
to block doorways and act like nothing's going on down there, and they just don't want them to go down.
Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Celebration
You know what I mean? Celebration or what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like these guys don't really seem like our nation's brightest, to put it lightly. But also, why would they ever try to just claim it's normal?
We're celebrating life. Nah, y'all niggas a cult, bro. I don't care what you talking about, bro.
That a whole bunch of guys are shirtless and blindfolded and kind of tied up in the basement. Like, hello? This is so bizarre. And it does show you how messed up hazing culture is, because apparently 122 people have passed away from hazing in the last 25 years.
Hazing? What is hazing? I've never heard of hazing. Okay. Somebody let me know what hazing is. Could I look it up? Yes, but I'm trying to engage with y'all. I want to build a community. Somebody tell me what hazing is, nigga.
The lengths people will go to prove that they are a part of a fraternity is quite insane. I guess videos like this just show that, hey, there's some messed up stuff.
Honestly, I really feel like that's just due to the feeling of, you know, wanting to belong somewhere. Same reason for why people join gangs. Not correlating the two, but I'm just saying. In the sense of why people go so hard for trying to show that they belong in a certain group.
Going on university campuses around the U.S. Because this is definitely not the only bizarre thing that's happening in fraternities around the U.S. We just don't know about the other ones yet. I also love how, even with the face of criminal charges, these boys would side with each other and just accept humiliation. But it seems like they don't care, even though they've been shut down because they're still actively posting on Instagram like nothing happened. But apparently that shouldn't come too much as a surprise, because if you do a little bit of research on them, we're talking about Alpha Delta Phi, specifically the Iowa chapter. And it seems like they forced their way into the University of Iowa campus only about a year ago. Because while doing research for this video, I found out that apparently in September 2023, UI Vice President for Student Life, Sarah Hansen, served the Frat's executive director an official notification and invitation to establish an associate chapter in the University of Iowa. Which sounds great, I guess, except apparently the letter and chapter status was the direct result of the University of Iowa learning that the fraternity was establishing a chapter at the university without the invitation or involvement of the fraternity and sorority life. Meaning, I guess they just decided to set up shop and they were just going to be running as a fraternity, whether the school was on board with it or not. But it does sound like the school was trying to get on board with this, but regardless, quite fascinating. But apparently, just a year after they kind of started up, they did this and then got suspended. Basically, what happened was on November 14th, the 36 pledge class members were invited to stay at the Alpha Delta Phi house during their initiation week to bond and I guess take an exam for the fraternity. And I guess to prevent cheating, frat members took everyone's phones and then sent them to the basement to go to bed. I mean, this isn't really low-key to put it.
The fuck? What? You took their phones and sent them to bed in the basement? Like, this is that weird stuff that I'm talking about. Cause what?
But I guess this is how the hazing starts. And I guess this is kind of like this weird culture of, oh, you have to have a rite of passage, so you have to suffer to prove that you're a part of the brotherhood. So again, quite fascinating behavior. But as you might have expected, in the middle of the night, two men came in and then they made the group blindfold themselves and then started covering them in food. And that's apparently how.
Okay, what? Yeah. You guys are off for
Fire
sure.
alarm got tripped, and then this is where the body cam footage started. So you can see at the start, like, some of the guys are still clothed and not blindfolded, but as the police just continue to walk through, they're actively removing their clothes and blindfolding themselves. Like, what is going on here? It's like if you look away for a second and you look back, they've completely rearranged themselves. Like, I guess maybe to probably camouflage themselves as victims themselves. I don't know. Were they doing some sort of charade? Was this like, what is that bank robber movie? The Inside Man or something like that? Where the bank robbers dress up like the hostages so they all run out at the same time and they couldn't catch them. I feel like that's what's going on right here, just in a very cursed fraternity way. But apparently the pledge class members that were interviewed described it like a food fight, even though they all admitted that they didn't throw any food. So I guess that seems a little one-sided here. But the University of Iowa summary stated that it is reasonable to believe that a food fight of all participating members would be throwing food. In this case, no pledged member participated in throwing food. So it is reasonable to believe that it was only executed by active members. So I guess even though they sneakily tried to remove their shirts and shuffle around the basement, we can sort of use our brains and realize they were just trying to save their own skin and blend in. I guess instead of clearly being the perpetrators. This is just so crazy. It's so freaky. It's also, in a way, so...
It's without a doubt some freaked out shit, bro. Like... Nah. Nah, man. Nah.
No one wants to give up any information whatsoever. Because I guess if they spoke to cops, they wouldn't be able to be in the fraternity. But that's where things can get a little dangerous, because imagine if someone's having a medical emergency and then everyone just stands in solidarity and doesn't report or do anything about it. Like, that would be crazy. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But still, crazy situation. And also, you have their idiot leader, Jose, here, who's vaping in the cop's face and then handing over the ID while saying, I think it's fake. Like, is all of this worth being cool in front of your friends? Let's be real. If that impresses the people that are around you, you don't want to be around those people. But hey, I guess...
Man, that was some cheesehead activity. Like, the audacity to vape in front of the cop. Then he drunk whatever he had, his soda, for like 10 seconds on top of that. And then you gonna sit there and tell me I think my ID is fake. Man, I'll get you out. I'll get you up out of there just for the few seconds of disrespect that you are even incorporating in front of me, bro. No. We need to get you out. You need to get dead and gone, man.
Believe it or not, you can't stand in front of the police as they're trying to get into a place. So they were charged, but the charges were dropped just a year later. And I guess they just continued operating like nothing ever happened. And they may be listed as a suspended charge.
So really, they had no form of discipline, basically. That's pretty much what happened.
But, you know, it just seems like they're still moving as usual. But what is also funny, even after this video has gone viral, people are still rushing to join this frat. So, hey, we live in a fascinating world. People can just be awful to other people, and then other people are like, oh, yo, I want to be a part of that. What? Like, come on. Brotherhood does not mean, oh, I can't cross him because he has blackmail on me. Brotherhood just means that you support your friends. Like, come on. You should want to support your friends.
Man, you don't even need to join a frat in order to have a brotherhood. Like, if you got somebody that you really rock with, or if you got some friends that you really rock with, bro, that's really your dogs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my boy John, like, that's my dog. Like, we got a real brotherhood for real. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to join a frat. You know, sometimes you gotta look exactly where you are in your circle. Sometimes that's all you need. You feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off right here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, because yeah, this is sus. The definition of sus. Got 30 guys in one room without a shirt on, bro. What the fuck is y'all on, man? Hey, if you like the video, then like the video. And if you want to see more reactions, subscribe. I love y'all.
Shout out to my twin. Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why the world want me to cry? Fighting depression, talk to them spirits, use them judges that help me get by. But I cannot lie, yeah, that shit hurt me bad when I got that call, told me you died. Like, how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie.